Imagine stepping off a plane in Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal with no visa in hand, just your passport and a smile. For millions across Asia, this dream is no longer fiction. It's real, and it's happening in 2025. But which countries made the cut? And why now? Canada just shook up the global travel map with a bold move, offering visa-free entry to 10 Asian countries. For years, travelers from many of these nations needed to go through long, expensive, and often frustrating visa procedures. But now, thanks to a dramatic policy shift, the red tape is gone. In this video, we'll break down the 10 Asian countries Canada no longer requires visas from in 2025, explain what sparked this decision, what it means for tourism, immigration, and diplomacy, and which country might be next. Let's dive right in. Number 1. Philippines. A win for Filipino travelers in 2025. The Philippines tops the list of Asian countries enjoying visa-free travel to Canada. The move follows years of lobbying by Filipino-Canadian communities and a strong bilateral relationship that spans decades. With over 1 million Filipino immigrants living in Canada, family visits and tourism were often blocked by strict visa requirements. Now, Filipino passport holders can stay in Canada for up to 6 months without a visa, provided they meet basic entry requirements. This change is expected to boost both tourism and labor mobility, especially in sectors like healthcare, hospitality, and caregiving, areas where Filipinos have long contributed. The announcement was made official in March 2025 and took effect in early April, just in time for spring travel. It's being hailed as a game-changer for both countries, enhancing people-to-people ties and economic exchange. Number 2. Thailand. Welcome to the Great White North. Next up is Thailand, a country known for its beaches, temples, and now its visa-free access to Canada. In a surprising but strategic move, Canada lifted visa requirements for Thai citizens in February 2025, citing improved passport security, economic partnership, and mutual trust. Thai travelers can now visit Canada for business, tourism, or transit without needing a temporary resident visa, TRV. However, an electronic travel authorization, ETA, is still required, which can be completed online in minutes. Tourism officials in both countries are optimistic. With over 80,000 Thais visiting Canada annually even before this policy, experts now predict a surge of up to 150,000 visitors in 2025. Travel agencies are already seeing bookings spike, especially for summer festivals and winter holidays. Number 3. Malaysia. Strengthening economic ties. Malaysia is another Asian country now enjoying visa-free travel to Canada. As of May 1, 2025, Malaysian passport holders no longer need a visa for short visits. This change is part of a broader Canada-ASEAN partnership, which includes enhanced trade agreements and tech collaborations. For years, Malaysia was considered a low-risk country in terms of immigration and travel compliance. Canadian authorities finally acknowledged that trust by removing barriers to entry. The decision has been applauded by Malaysian business leaders, students, and the growing diaspora in Canadian cities like Calgary and Ottawa. One key factor in this shift is Malaysia's recent upgrade in biometric passport security, making it easier for Canadian border services to screen travelers efficiently. This visa-free policy is expected to benefit tech entrepreneurs, students, and tourists alike. Number 4. Japan. Expanding an already close relationship. Japan has long enjoyed a strong diplomatic and economic relationship with Canada, and in 2025, that bond deepened even further. While Japan already had a relatively easy visa process, this year Canada has officially removed all visa requirements for Japanese tourists and short-term visitors. The policy took effect in January 2025, marking 95 years of diplomatic ties. Japanese travelers now only need an ETA, and they can stay up to 6 months per visit. The policy also includes expanded work holiday programs and easier pathways for student exchanges. Cultural exchanges, business summits, and tourism are all expected to benefit. Canadian tourism boards are even launching Japanese language ad campaigns to promote destinations like Banff, Niagara Falls, and Quebec City. Number 5. South Korea. Boosting youth mobility and trade. South Korea is another major Asian country now enjoying visa-free travel to Canada. As of March 2025, South Koreans can enter Canada for short stays without a visa, as long as they apply for the standard ETA. Canada cited strong diplomatic ties, low overstay rates, and excellent travel document reliability as the main reasons for this shift. In addition to visa-free travel, the two nations signed a new youth mobility agreement, allowing South Korean citizens aged 18 to 35 to work and travel in Canada more freely. This move coincides with Canada's increasing interest in expanding tech and AI partnerships with South Korea. Expect more student exchanges, business travel, and tourism between Seoul and Canadian cities like Vancouver and Toronto. Number 6. Singapore. A global passport gets even more powerful. Singaporeans already enjoyed relatively seamless travel to many Western countries, and in 2025, Canada joins the list. On April 15, 2025, Canada dropped all visa requirements for Singaporean travelers for short-term stays. As one of the most trusted passports in the world, Singapore's inclusion was expected. Canadian authorities cited high compliance, economic cooperation, and strong education partnerships as key factors. With many Singaporean students already enrolled in top Canadian universities, this change will simplify family visits and academic conferences. Additionally, Canadian companies are eyeing Singapore as a hub for their Asia-Pacific operations, and this policy will streamline executive travel and investment visits. Number 7. Taiwan. Symbolic and strategic. Taiwan's inclusion in Canada's 2025 visa-free list is both symbolic and strategic. Despite China's disapproval, Canada made a bold decision in April 2025 to remove visa requirements for Taiwanese passport holders for stays of up to 90 days. The move is being framed as a recognition of Taiwan's strong democracy, transparent governance, and trade reliability. Canada and Taiwan have signed several trade and education agreements in the past decade, and this policy marks a new chapter in their relationship. Travel from Taiwan to Canada is expected to double by the end of 2025, especially among students, entrepreneurs, and tourists interested in Canada's multicultural cities and natural landscapes. Number 8. Brunei. Small nation. Big benefits. Brunei may be a small country, but it now enjoys big travel perks. As of May 2025, Bruneian citizens no longer need a visa to enter Canada for tourism or business visits. Brunei's inclusion is part of Canada's push to expand ties with all ASEAN nations, not just the major economies. Despite its size, Brunei has high GDP per capita, low crime rates, and a strong record of travel compliance, making it a natural fit for visa-free travel. The new policy allows Bruneians to stay up to 6 months per visit, and travelers are already taking advantage of it for leisure, shopping, and education. Number 9. United Arab Emirates. Bridging Asia and the West. While geographically debated, many lists include the United Arab Emirates as part of West Asia, and in 2025, it's also part of Canada's visa-free club. As of January 2025, United Arab Emirates passport holders can travel to Canada visa-free for up to 90 days. The United Arab Emirates is Canada's top trading partner in the Middle East, and thousands of United Arab Emirates travel to Canada every year for tourism, education, and business. The visa waiver strengthens economic ties and is expected to increase investments in real estate, tech, and infrastructure. Additionally, Canadian universities in Dubai and Abu Dhabi are now seeing higher enrollment from Canadian and Emirati students alike, enhancing educational cooperation. Number 10. Kazakhstan. A surprising addition rounding out the list is Kazakhstan, a Central Asian country with growing strategic importance. In a surprise move in May 2025, Canada added Kazakhstan to its visa-free list, making it the first Central Asian nation with this privilege. Why Kazakhstan? Experts say it's about diversification and diplomacy. Canada is seeking to expand its presence in Central Asia, particularly in energy, mining, and security cooperation. Kazakhstan's modern passport systems and relatively stable governance helped seal the deal. Canadian travel agencies are now offering niche tourism packages for Kazakh travelers, including winter sports, indigenous cultural tours, and Northern Lights adventures. So there you have it, 10 Asian countries whose citizens can now travel to Canada without a visa in 2025. This isn't just about tourism. It's about diplomacy, economic cooperation, and building bridges across continents. From Southeast Asia to East Asia and even Central Asia, Canada is rewriting its immigration playbook. Experts believe Indonesia and Vietnam may be next in line, provided certain passport and compliance standards are met. For now, these changes are transforming the way people connect, study, invest, and explore. If you're from one of these 10 countries, start packing. Canada is waiting. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on global travel, immigration, and international policy. Which country do you think should be next on Canada's visa-free list? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and safe travels.